Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to dive into a piece of tech that's quietly running the show behind the scenes of our online lives, AI recommendation engines. You know, from the shows you binge to the stuff you buy, this is the digital force that's always trying to figure you out. So let's get right into it. Seriously, think about it for a second. When a good friend tells you, you have to read this book, or you've got to check out this new coffee shop, you listen, right? You trust them. That suggestion just hits different because that person actually knows you. It's personal, and that's what makes it so powerful. Okay, now what if you had a friend like that, but on steroids? A friend who had seen every movie you've ever liked, knew every product you've ever browsed, and could crunch all that data in a split second. The advice would be perfectly on point every single time. Well, that's pretty much the promise behind AI recommendation systems. And that's exactly how we're going to look at this. We're talking about technology that acts like that ultimate best friend, the one who gives you perfectly tailored advice, especially when you're shopping online. For any online business, this AI friend is a total game changer. It sifts through tons of customer data to show people exactly what they're looking for, sometimes even before they know they're looking for it. This doesn't just give sales and marketing a little nudge, it puts them into overdrive. And the best part, it all happens automatically. So, let's peel back the curtain a little bit. What are we really talking about when we say AI recommendations? At its heart, it's called a recommendation engine. It's basically this super smart piece of software that uses machine learning to vacuum up and analyze all kinds of data. We're talking about things like your age group, where you live, your browsing habits, what you've bought in the past. It even looks at the features of the products themselves to suggest other stuff you're probably going to love. So how does this digital brain actually come up with these suggestions? Well, it's not magic, it's all about method. Let's break down the three main ways it thinks. First up, you've got content-based filtering. This one's pretty easy to wrap your head around. It's like your friend who knows you love sci-fi, so what do they recommend? You guessed it, another sci-fi book. The system just looks at the attributes of what you've liked before and says, here's more of that. Next, there's collaborative filtering, and this is where things get really interesting because it brings other people into the mix. This is like your friend saying, hey, you know all those people who bought the same sci-fi books as you? Well, they're all obsessed with this new fantasy movie. It's making a recommendation based on the wisdom of the crowd, a crowd of people who are just like you. And finally, we get to the most powerful of them all, hybrid filtering. This is the best of both worlds because it smashes the other two methods together. It looks at what you like and what similar people like. This is your super observant friend who not only knows you love sci-fi, but also notices that other sci-fi fans with your taste are now getting into a new graphic novel series. This is how the recommendations get scary good. All right, we've covered the how. That's all cool stuff. But now let's get to the why. Why is this so incredibly important for businesses? What's the real-world payoff? Just look at this number for a second, 56%. A recent study found that 56% of shoppers went back to a store specifically because of a personalized experience. That's over half. Personalization isn't just some fluffy, nice-to-have feature. It's a massive driver of repeat business. And the benefits really boil down to three key things. First, it makes finding stuff way easier. No more scrolling forever. Second, it bumps up the average order value. You know, those frequently bought together sections? They are absolute masters at this. And finally, when an experience is fast, easy, and personal, it just feels good, and it makes customers want to come back for more. And this brings us to our last, and maybe our most critical point. In the market today, this kind of tech isn't just a fancy add-on. It's become an absolutely essential tool for growth. Let's be honest, the online world is crowded. Standing out from the noise is everything. And personalization? That's the secret weapon. Businesses using these AI tools aren't just crossing their fingers and hoping for the best. No, they're building more predictable revenue and taking control of the entire customer journey. So the takeaway here is actually pretty simple, but it's really profound. It's all about using technology to do what the best salespeople have always done, truly understand the customer. The question for any online business today isn't if they should get personal, but how deep they can go, because that's how you turn a random visitor into a loyal, lifelong customer.